everyone. So to start off our series, I'm bringing to you a simple classic appetizer that's always been a super hit in my parties that I normally throw and entertain with my friends. This is actually, it has a little bit of a backstory. So back in South India, my grandfather in the 60s remembered traveling somewhere and he stopped at a roadside hotel and he actually had what we call shrimp vadas. Vadas are South Indian for basically a spicy donut, I guess, the funny way of putting it. And he said something like that he's never had after, and can't remember where it is. So based on that, I've taken a few simple ingredients, basically 6 or 7 ingredients, and made this appetizer. All you have to do is blend everything in a food processor and you're ready to go. So let me show you what I have here. So I have very simple ingredients, and cooking is all about balancing your flavors. So let not one flavor overpower the other. Here we have shrimp that I've pre-cooked normally. If you have any salad shrimp or any of the cheaper kind, you can use it as well. Make sure you wash it thoroughly. All I've added is salt and pepper and then fried it up a little bit until the color changes. Here we have fresh ginger, 2 little pieces right here, and 2 green chilies and 2 cloves of garlic, some spring onion, and this is my secret sauce. So the secret sauce has fusion Thai inspired flavors here. So we've got a little bit of fish sauce, and these are all mandatory ingredients, by the way. A little bit of fish sauce, a little bit of soy sauce, and a little bit of chili sauce mixed with a tiny pinch of sugar. Now, this is the fish sauce that I've used. So this is an optional ingredient. It's a seafood bouillon. Use it if you have. If you don't have it, don't worry about it. The fish sauce should make up for it. Here we have the aromatics, where we have lemon juice if needed. Actually add a couple drops, and coriander. Make sure you take the stem. That's where most of the flavor is. Egg, and this is my special binding mixture where I have equal parts, so 2 full heaped spoons of corn flour, refined flour, and breadcrumbs with freshly cracked black pepper. Make sure the black pepper is freshly cracked. Powdered is not going to give you the extra flavor punch that you need. So I'm now going to take all of this, combine it into the food processor, and in about a couple of minutes get back to you with how the final mixture should look like. So everything's in the food processor. I've not added salt because of the fish sauce and the soy sauce that give the saltiness, and I've added some while making the shrimp. I've also not added the binding mixture because I want to make a paste first and then add it after, because you can also always adjust depending on how moist. Never add water because a lot of seafood and stuff has its own water. But don't add water. Water is generally a diluting agent. Okay, so let me start. So always pulse on low, adjust. Add the binding agent, and it's always good to let it rest for a good 5-10 minutes. And a good idea is also, if you'd like, you can put it in the fridge to kind of cool it out and bind up the mixture. Gotten the mixture back from the freezer, and it's solidified a little bit. And now I'm just going to grease my palm, and I'm going to make a few round, I wouldn't say donuts, I would just want to make round cutlets. So these are basically shrimp cakes or shrimp cutlets. At the end, I will give you 2 or 3 other variants of the same recipe that you can make depending on your flavor profile and what you enjoy. So try to see that they're equal. You can deep fry them. My personal preference is shallow frying. Because the shrimp are already kind of pre-cooked, it doesn't take too long. So taking one, just putting it in here, and taking another one and neatly making it. Try your best to make them equal size. It's not about perfection, I think it's about passion sometimes. You know that the oil's ready. It's the age-old chef's trick. Put something wooden in it and you will see it bubble. And I think the oil is now ready. You can see it bubbling. So I'm going to start dropping my shrimp cakes into the oil one by one. So watch this. 1, perfect. Again, if you ever see the shrimp cake splattering, that means you've not put enough binder. You can always adjust the mixture, and you don't even need to fry them for too long. I'd say give it about 90 seconds per side. So when they're golden brown on one side, neatly, gently turn them out. Don't over fry them. They don't take too long, just a good golden brown. You see they're not breaking, so that means my binder was right about Perfect. Perfectly golden, and I will be taking them off by draining the excess oil and dabbing the rest onto a paper towel to remove any unwanted oil. Really oily stuff sometimes can give you acid reflux or, extra burn. So I hope you have your Pepsid and Pepto-Bismol ready. Once I've taken them off, I'm just dabbing off the excess oil. And now it's time to plate. Garnish, I've chosen something very simple, just a wedge of lime. You can choose whatever spice or condiment you want. I've gone for some sprinkled sriracha salt, and instead of a chutney, I've gone for a chipotle aioli mayo, and just have some green onions just to kind of bring out some depth. And feel free to use cumin powder, garam masala powder, chaat masala, which is an Indian powder that people usually put on fried stuff. So whatever it is, feel free to experiment within reason. And as always, enjoyed connecting with family and friends through food. And if you liked my video, do subscribe and like with the button below. And hopefully we'll see you in a lot more recipes soon. Bye.